Caitlin Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck. What the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If you either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by 35.
Breaking news out of the WNBA. Angel Reese has been officially suspended by her own coach after an explosive clash with Caitlin Clark that shocked fans, the media, and even her own teammates. From heated rivalries to on-court chaos, the drama has reached a boiling point, and it might just be the end of Reese's time in Chicago.
Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever is currently putting the beats on the Chicago Sky, and I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now.
To understand how we got here, you need to go back. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't just WNBA rookies, they're cultural icons locked in one of the fiercest rivalries in women's basketball history. From their NCAA battles, Clark's record-shattering nights at Iowa versus Reese's championship run at LSU, the two have been portrayed as polar opposites. Clark, disciplined, deadly from three. Reese, fiery, outspoken, a trash-talking powerhouse. But those differences have fueled a rivalry that's now exploding on the pro stage.
Black and White Sports supporters, well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
It all started with what should have been a simple basketball play. Clark, hustling on defense, committed what she later called a good take foul, nothing malicious, just stopping an easy layup. But Angel Reese saw it differently. On live television, she exploded, charging toward Clark, shouting profanities, and forcing officials to step in before it escalated. The crowd gasped. Social media lit up instantly. Fans weren't just watching a foul. They were watching two of the league's most polarizing stars clash in a way that felt bigger than basketball.
This little white girl and Caitlin Clark out here busting that flat out, bro. Triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
Moments later, Chicago Sky's coach made the call. Angel Reese was benched, then suspended. And this wasn't just about one foul. Sources close to the team say tensions had been building between Reese, teammates, and even the coaching staff. The official statement? "We'll deal with it internally." But make no mistake, this was punishment. And fans knew it.
We need to talk about the hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this. And me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there. But I'm going to say this. WNBA, lean in on this. Lean in on.
Within minutes, the internet exploded. Memes comparing Reese's outburst to WWE. Fans calling it a meltdown. Others defending her passion as part of the game. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark kept her composure, telling reporters it was just a basketball play. Nothing more. That calm response only fueled comparisons. Clark, the composed superstar. Reese, the emotional firebrand.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Go on.
This isn't Angel Reese's first storm. From skipping media availability in college, to clapping back at critics on Twitter, to calling herself the face of women's basketball, she's never shied away from drama. But in the pros, those controversies hit harder. Empty arenas. Declining fan support. Even her own mother once defended her on social media, saying, "Forget the fans. Look at the banners." Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's star keeps rising, selling out arenas, breaking viewership records, and rewriting the business of women's basketball.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul, and what was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If, either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
So, what does this mean? Angel Reese isn't just suspended; she's at a crossroads. Her passion makes her a star, but unchecked, it risks her career. Caitlin Clark has already cemented herself as the WNBA's face. Angel Reese? She's now fighting to prove she belongs, not just as a player, but as a leader who can control her fire.
Sugarcoating this is pure hate. Pure hatred for that white girl in India. Excuse me. I need to specify. Sorry. The one that wears 22 in Indiana.
The suspension is official. The rivalry is alive. And the question remains, can Angel Reese recover from this? Or has the fight with Caitlin Clark marked the beginning of the end? One thing's certain, the WNBA has never been this explosive.
Do you like the way your players responded there, just to that moment? It looked like somebody was coming over, talking with Angel, coaching staff was talking about there to help calm her down, make sure that it didn't escalate any further.
Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides, and so I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react in a moment like that.
Last night, the WNBA moment nobody saw coming. A flagrant on the court, a bench-side meltdown, and a team suspension that threatens to tear a franchise apart. Angel Reese, all-star, headline magnet, suspended. Why? What really happened between Reese and Caitlin Clark? And what does this mean for the Sky's future? We've pieced together every clip, every quote, and every behind-the-scenes detail. Stay with us.
We saw Caitlin Clark become the fastest player in WNBA history to have 3 triple-doubles. Besides it getting a little bit spicy with her and Reese, what did you like that you saw from Clark?
Speaking of spicy, right? I think that was just a no free buckets foul. Now, it was a hard one, and I think the refs did their job, and I'm glad we could focus on the court. But Caitlin Clark, she came in this season as the MVP favorite for 2025. And even though it's one game, you can see that it may not just be all talk. She had a triple-double, as you mentioned, 20, 10, and 10. And you can see 2 things happening. Playing with vets like DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, it allows her to not constantly be doubled or triple teamed or trapped.
Versus Clark, they went head-to-head. Let's check out it as we pick this up early in the second. Angel Reese, she's been working on that jumper, and it's good. Some respect on it. Sky down 3 under 10 left now. Clark finds her spot, and it's a green bean. CC beating the buzzer, and then check this out on the Sky bench. Angel Reese, like, man, come on, man. Y'all need to D up. How you gonna let her get that jump? A little shade. Fever up by 13 at the break. Third quarter. Watch Reese under the hoop here. After the miss, this is what everyone's talking about. She gets a rebound, and then Clark comes in with a hard foul. Reese has to be held back as Aaliyah Boston steps in.
Here's the short version. During a heated game, a hard foul by Caitlin Clark led to a physical reaction from Angel Reese. Tempers flared, texts were assessed, and clips exploded on social media. 2 months later, the Sky suspended Reese for comments the team called detrimental, adding to a roster of disciplinary actions this season. We'll play the sequences, show the words, and let you decide.
For that, tensions didn't get too high after the play. Now, with this play, they did call a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. They said that it was unnecessary contact on the play. But I immediately knew, I was like, oh crap, this is going to be something that goes viral. A bunch of people are going to talk about it. People are going to make it into something bigger than it needs to be.
Minute by minute, Clark drives, the whistle, a hard foul called flagrant. Camera captures Reese's immediate reaction. She storms toward Clark. Teammates separate them. The refs issue languages of the game. A flagrant on Clark, a technical on Reese. The clip went viral within minutes. Within the hour, the clip was everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, and highlight channels. Fans split into rival camps. Some defended Reese's passion. Others said her reaction crossed a line. The league's social media teams and both clubs were forced into rapid response. 2 consequences followed, one procedural, one organizational. Reese was already suspended 1 game earlier for accumulating technical fouls. Then the Sky announced a half-game suspension for statements detrimental to the team after a Chicago Tribune interview where Reese publicly criticized the roster and said, "We have to get good players. We have to get great players." The coach described the measure as an organizational decision.